Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is Mike, and you guessed it, we're back again for another box opening here of Diecasts. And actually, you know what? Let me just show you what else is going on here. I just got two boxes. This one, I believe this only has about 10 in it. This one, not as big as this one, but this has a few more. And I'm going to open this one first, because this is more of that mystery box style again. I'm not going to open both in this video. I'm just going to open this one for now. But yeah, let's just get into this bad boy. Sorry if the voice is a little raspy. I've been feeling a little sick as of late. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that's just the shipping info, but here is our diecast box. We got a little peanut action. I see some diecast in here. I think this one's got about 12 again. Maybe 12 to 13, similar numbers. Let's crack it open. Let's see what we got. Kind of do the same again. I'll put the box off to the side. You'll see them all come right up here. That's our little display area. Yeah, all right, let's take a look what we got first. Oh, nice. Okay, I got quite a few of this guy's cars, and I'm starting to fall in love with them, him, and his team a little bit more and more and more every time I see these. Another Brad Keselowski. Oh, look at the dust on it again. Look at the dust on it. These peanuts, they give a lot of dust on these boxes here. Let's get that dust out of there. Yeah, somewhat. A little bit more. There we go. She looks pretty dust-free. Brad Keselowski, number 6 Bodyguard, 2024. Beautiful car. All of the RFK cars have like the foil number, the really shiny looking number, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I don't have any Ryan Preece cars yet. I got to get something from Ryan Preece. I think I got one Chris Buescher. There might be some more Buschers in here. I'm not sure what we're going to get. Oh, speaking of the devil, we got another one. Brad Keselowski, again, the King's Hawaiian, what do they call it? Soft pretzel bites. These, I've never had these before, but just from this car, I want to try them. But that's such a cool car. You know, his orange looks insane. Then you get a little bit different color orange with that blue. Oof, and it's got the full number again. We are really buying into the Brad Keselowskis here, aren't we? About to have his whole lineup, but he's got some great cars. And like I said, I'm starting to kind of become more of a fan of that team. All right, we got a couple more that are a little jumbled here. Oh, here's a good one. Here's a good one. Haven't gotten a car from this guy in a little while. Mr. Ross Chastain. It's the Busch Light Crocs combination there. You can kind of see the little, I don't know what you call them, things on the back of the Crocs that wraps around. It wraps around to both sides of the car there. I don't know why I did upside down. I can just do that. And of course, it's got the Busch Light on there. This is one of the nicer looking Busch Light cars, honestly. I'm a huge fan of the Busch Light Lime car. This might be my second favorite, and I've never really taken a huge look at this thing. But that's a pretty nice looking car there. Little Ross Chastain action. We'll see if we got any more Ross Chastain cars in here. Next car up here is going to be... Oh, this one's nice. This is a bit of an old one. I mean, these all are, you can see they're all 2024s, yes. Here's another 2024. Daniel Suarez, back when he was driving the 99 for Trackhouse, the Kubota car. And you can see the little orange theme we got going here too, eh? That is a nice looking car. And in my line of work, we actually use Kubota vehicles quite often. So that was pretty cool too. I was like, yeah, let me grab this thing. Suarez with the 99. He's riding the number 7 now for Trackhouse, but back then it was the 99. That's a beautiful looking car. Look at it. Big fan. A lot of orange here. A lot of orange stacking up. What do we got next here? Oh, this is a unique car that I actually haven't seen before. Take a look at this. Austin Dillon. You don't see many diecasts for Austin Dillon or Ty Dillon. Number 3, Senix. I believe that's... Oh, it says it right there. Senix Tools. Senix Tools. It's a tool company. I've never heard of Senix. But that's nice. That's my first number 3. Obviously, it's not the number 3. It's Austin Dillon in the number 3, but that's a pretty nice looking car. Kind of a strange pull. Again, it's blue, and is that red or is that orange? But we're really getting the orange cars here. I think that's actually probably red, but it looks a little, it's an orangish red. Look at that. A lot of orange here. A lot of orange. Austin Dillon. Very random pull to get there. We got quite a few more here, though. Here we go. Check it out. One of my favorite drivers, Mr. Joey Logano, 2025 Pennzoil. And this one has black numbers instead of the red numbers, which is very unique. This is a very unique car. This isn't a race win or anything, is it? No, it's just a 2025 number 22 Pennzoil. Okay. Very unique. I don't, maybe he ran it in 2025, but you know, usually you got the red numbers on there. You got something to do with Shell on here too, as well as Pennzoil. But that's a unique Joey Logano car. That's a very unique Joey Logano car. That's quite cool. That's I want to say that's my third Logano that I've gotten so far. Oh, here we go. We got another Ross. Another Ross Chastain. This is one that I've been wanting for a while. Well, I'm pretty happy this came in. It's a 2025 Ross Chastain. Be a Moose Fraternity, I think, is what this is. If anyone knows 100%, double check me on that. It's a fraternity or something that he sponsors on his car. Let's see, Moose Fraternity. Yeah, #1 Moose Fraternity. Don't know anything about this, but this was, well, 2025. Not the exact one, but this was the paint scheme where he did the Martinsville wall ride on. It's not the one from that race in particular. I don't know if that car was ever made or anything like that, but nice looking car. Looks like it's got the foil number on there too. Little #1 there. Beautiful. More for Mr. Chastain. We're adding to the Ross Chastain collection. You can kind of start to see, if you've been watching these openings, who some of my favorite drivers are, who some of my favorite teams are, RFK, and so on and so forth. I'm trying to get some type of a reason to why I get certain ones and don't get certain diecasts and stuff like that. If it came down to it, I'd want to get them all, but obviously that's not realistic. But here we go with our next one. We've got another race winner. This is from Sonoma in 2024. You don't see this paint scheme very often for Kyle Larson. Check that out. Valvoline, #5. Not a ton of confetti on here, but wow, that almost looks better with the confetti than without, which I think you'd say of most race wins, honestly. I'd rather have a race win than not, probably, when it comes down to it. But what a dusty, hold on, a little bit better. What a unique paint scheme. I mean, Valvoline, we've seen that throughout the history of NASCAR, but looking good on the modern car, I think. And it's a Sonoma race winner. That's my second Kyle Larson race winner. I don't have a normal Kyle Larson car. Oh, excuse me. He really only drives that and the Hendricks car, so yeah, there's not too many options, but they make a lot of his race wins and he wins a lot of races. Just not as of late, but he'll bounce back soon. Here is another nice one. Uh-oh. This car's a little wonky in the box here, but we've got another Joey Logano. This one is a race win. Oh, and it looks beat up, and I mean that in a good way, from Phoenix. Take a look, 2024. You can see it's not sitting perfect in the box, though. Try to, like, see right around that area of the back. Spoiler's not, it's not completely in the plastic here, sitting how it's supposed to. But check that out. It's a race win. There's not much confetti going on here. Little bit of confetti, but the damage is kind of the, oh, maybe that is just the confetti. You know what, I'm looking at the black confetti right under the first two. I think it's just confetti. I don't think it's damage. It's from Phoenix, though. And that's more like the, you know, let me line these two up now so we can see the comparison. That's the Pennzoil shell that we're used to with the red numbers there. Seeing just the Pennzoil with black numbers, it's very unique. I honestly don't think I've seen that car before. That's what we're used to. So it's kind of cool to have both of those now. A couple more Joey Loganos to the collection, but oof, I'm going to have to fix that and get him sitting straight in his box. It's a little upsetting, but it's not a big deal by any means. That's 9 of them. Looks like there's about 2 more in here. Oh, here we go. We got another one of these. Mr. Brad Keselowski again with the Build Submarines Patriotic. It looks like. Let's confirm that. Build Submarines Salutes. Okay. So yeah, the patriotic salutes, whatever you want to call that line, the 4th of July American Pride line. That looks good. That looks very good. I don't have another Keselowski built submarines. We got the Bodyguard, got the King's Hawaiian, now we got the patriotic submarines, or sorry, salutes submarines. The other two, I'm trying to remember what the other two are. I think there was a Fastenal, and then I have one more. That's something kind of unique. A lot of Keselowskis. You know what, here, let's get the Keselowskis. All kind of, I don't know, I never have a good way of stacking these, eh? Just kind of do it randomly. All right, we'll put them back up there because I see that there is, let me just 100% confirm, I think this is the last diecast in this box. Yes, it is. Everything else is packing peanuts. Okay, we got one more. And this one is super unique. So as you can see, pretty much everything that I've gotten is something Cup Series related, right? Because I'm, again, newer to this. It's easiest to watch Cup Series. So I've started watching and paying attention a little bit more to O'Reilly's, to the trucks, even to ARCA a little bit. And when I seen this, I was like, you know what? Let me get an Xfinity car. Again, don't really watch them that much. I don't have a favorite driver by any means in any of those series, but in the O'Reillys at the time, 2025, it was Xfinity. I decided, you know what? I sort of like this guy, and this is a pretty nice car. Let me grab the number 18 for William Sawalich. Starkey. Right there on the top, it says Xfinity Series. That's pretty cool. You can tell different body style. Obviously different mold, but also different body style. They use a little bit different cars in the O'Reillys. And I think it looks really cool. I love the mold here. And the Starkey, I don't know, William Sawalich, he's kind of a, I guess, a newer guy to O'Reilly's, Xfinities, whatever you want to call it. And I don't know, he's kind of the first one that I bought into. When I seen this, I said, yeah, let me pick this one up. Pretty nice looking car and pretty nice lineup of diecasts here today, as we always do at the end of these openings. Let me move everything down here to the bottom so we can get a better look without glare. Hopefully a look without glare. Let's see if I can order them somehow. We'll kind of do the Logano's, followed by the Chastains. We got a couple, two more Chastain cars, two more Logano cars. Yes, so my top 3 favorite drivers, Chastain, Logano, and Chase Briscoe, but not easy to find a lot of Chase Briscoe diecasts. They did make the race win for Chicago. Spoiler alert, I actually ordered that car. It's pre-order, so it has not come in yet, because that was the first race that I kind of watched to completion, and that's my home track. So yeah, I did order that car for Chase Briscoe, but otherwise, I haven't really been able to find anything Chase Briscoe related. I haven't looked too in depth, but take a look at that lineup. You got the Logano's down there. We're gonna straighten him out. It's upsetting. I got the what's it called, OCD. Want that to be lined up. The normal Pennzoil Logano, the Chastains, Be a Moose, Moose Fraternity, the Bushlight Crocs, one of the most random paint schemes ever, but it looks pretty good. Daniel Suarez, Kubota, Mr. William Sawalich, O'Reilly Series, Xfinity Series, whatever you want to call it, the Starkey, and then a little bit more Keselowski action, big time, 3 more Keselowskis. Might have his whole lineup by the end of this. Austin Dillon, probably the sneakiest one in this whole thing. And then the race winner for Kyle Larson at Sonoma. Super awesome lineup of diecasts. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you stuck around and you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. My name is Mike, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.